Assistant Secretary for International Affairs of the Central Executive Committee and former Member of Parliament for the Bangladesh Nationalist Party. She joins us from Dhaka.
Sheikh Hasina was charged for her systematic brutality and crime against humanity that she has done in August and July 2024. And at that time, she killed more than 1,400 people and injured more than 24 to 25,000 people. If you see the report of UN, you can clearly see how brutal and systematic that attack was. And this tribunal has been formed in order to get a free, fair, and neutral trial. I have seen the statements made by the chief prosecutor, where he has made it absolutely clear that this trial will be free and fair and no vengeance will be shown against the ex-Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. So, yeah, we are hoping for the best.
Rumeen, let me also ask you, Bangladesh's interim leader, Muhammad Yunus, he's promised to ensure that Sheikh Hasina and other key figures who have been charged, that they will face justice. What's the reaction that you're seeing thus far in Bangladesh to these proceedings? Do people believe that this actually means that Sheikh Hasina and other figures that have been charged will actually face justice?
You see, the trial has just begun, so it is too early to make a comment. Normally, it takes more than years to complete a trial in Bangladesh. So in that sense, it's just the beginning. Let's see how it goes. But I find it extremely difficult to bring her back in Bangladesh, and as well as her party members, because all are exiled. Most of them are now in India. So we really don't know how the government will be able to bring them back. So that's the major question, I guess. Of course, why not? We asked Dr. Muhammad Yunus from our party that please show us at least one reason why we could not hold the election in December this year, but no possible reason has been shown. And unfortunately, the people of Bangladesh, they couldn't vote for the last 15 years. During Hasina regime, there was no election at all. All the elections were rigged, ballot boxes were stuffed before the election and stuff like that. So people are really eagerly waiting for an election. And that is the reason why you can see this large protest on the streets. And Dr. Muhammad Yunus, who is talking about these reforms and this trial process, one thing needs to be clear at the outset, because you see, reforms is a continuous process. You cannot do all the reforms in 2, 3, or 6 months. It is a continuous process, and it will take its place, in the way. But in order to delay the election using reform and justice as a cause is not the right thing to do. So all the political parties, they're creating pressure on Yunus. At the same time, the people of Bangladesh, they're also, talking about an early election, like by December this year. Delayed even further, because if you delay it for 6 months from December, why won't you delay it even further if you really think that you want to remain in power? If you see, in last 10 months, more than 10 months have already passed, and we haven't seen an iota of reform yet. We haven't seen the trial has just begun. So how long we can wait for these reforms and the trial process to be finished? So I don't think that's a real cause for delaying the election from this. There's a political party which has its own followers and supporters and members. So definitely they will contest in the election, and if they get vote, they will win some seats in the parliament. But obviously, I'm very sure that history, if you see the history, it's very clear that they're not going to win more than 20 to 25 seats. At best. We are trying our best to support this government. When this government was formed, the acting chairman of Bangladesh Nationalist Party made it absolutely clear that this government is our government, and we will extend our support as much as we can. But if the government thinks that they have the mandate to delay the election, they have the mandate to be in power as long as they want to, then they are making the biggest mistake of their lifetime, because people are really eager for a free, fair election. And this interim government is interim. That means it works as a bridge between the two elected governments, and it cannot last forever.